Hello again, everyone. How are you all doing today? How are y'all doing today? We are back on the road to 2000 elo and our quest for the random doubles 2000 elo. Hope you all are having an amazing day. First of all, thank you all for watching the last one. I think this is going to be, honestly, just makes me more motivated. I felt like I was definitely stumped here. We are still quite far away with our elo rating. If I click myself here, we can take a look that we're at 11,055, 1155, not 11,000. That's I think a little higher than normal. But today we are back on the random doubles grind, just talking about life, doing that again. And this is honestly just some good practice for me today, because we are doing some tournament grinding for RBEL, getting more practice in for a couple matches up ahead, and trying to train myself to be a better doubles player, with eventually trying to become a VGC guy. Especially, like, I was looking at some of the VGC games coming up. Also, by the way, this guy Golurk and Galvantula, what a lead for him. Real, especially that Golurk. It doesn't really threaten a kill, but especially if that Galvantula does go for Thunder, more than likely he'll Sticky Web trying to get the control. But just in case, we'll play Thunderous here, because Thunderous can also deal with that Galvantula, and the Golurk can't really do much here. And this trio is definitely not going to really do much, especially, like I said, that Golurk is definitely a threat to my team here. And we could honestly go Sinistra, especially since it also doesn't run banned like in singles. I was thinking banned and Golurk could be a thing, but it doesn't have a banded step. You could go Ariados here. You honestly could go Ariados here. Let's do a double switch in. So let's see if he does go for the Thunder here. Yep, and that's where we're gonna get that Volt Absorb pickup, and then he's gonna Dynamic Punch. Okay. That doesn't really give us much. Oh, he's Life Orb. So he's going to be the offensive protect. That's good to know. That's some really good intel for me. Additionally, our Thunderous is really threatening the Golurk here. So we can honestly just go for that there. And we could double the Golurk here. So this calc is lying to me. So it's offensive protect. It needs to so that will actually kill Golurk. So I think we'll just Sticky Web. We'll just trade Sticky Webs here. Golurk will go down. Crit did not matter there. But anyways, the other thing I'm trying to do, like I was talking about, is competing in VGC, especially with the new release of Pokemon Champions coming out. That I think will help make it easier to probably grind. I think some of the things I would preferably want in the Pokemon Champions is, I hope there's a way to, like, I think in the trailers they showed about how you can stat spread much easier. But it would be really nice if you can specifically target how many EV/IVs you want, especially as a person who runs a Trick Room. I'm always a Trick Room person as myself, always wants to have pretty much minimal speed on a lot of my Pokemon. I even have VGC ideas for Trick Room. I know Trick Room isn't that popular. There is some good Trick Room teams with DD, Torkoal, and Struck teams. Furgraph is definitely going to be one of the best mons for this, especially with the ability Armor Tail that will negate priority moves, which is kind of the idea of why I want to make a there's just a lot of options you can do with Trick Room. There's a lot of mons that I think are really good offensively that just can't do anything in like a high speed type of game. And that's why I love Trick Room, is like using a lot of those mons. Like Mega Mawile is a mon that you just really don't see. It reminds me of my Napdex doubles days, which is kind of where I actually came up with the name. And DD to the top is Napdex doubles was originally my main game mode, playing being one of the high on the ladder top 10 player, where I met honestly some really good doubles players that have taught me a lot as well on the way. One of them, oh, this guy forfeited. We take another dub, level 74 now. But one of the people that taught me a lot is McBraw. He is I don't know if he still is top of the ladder while we're waiting for this. Because a lot of us, like him, and I don't know if he still continues playing on the doubles ladder. It's definitely changed a lot. Yeah, it definitely has changed a lot. I probably should go back to playing this. Maybe try to think of a new doubles team. Yeah, I don't see him anymore. He's definitely, let me see if I could type him in. Old McBruh. Yeah, he's 1490. It's the fall off of the ladder has definitely changed, especially like at the time when I first got introduced to doubles or was playing that deck's doubles. But at the time, Mega Metagross was allowed, and that's about a year or two ago. So it's definitely interesting to see the change in that, especially Stack Attacka, which was my main Trick Room Mon and was kind of the foundation of Trick Room, got banned as well, which really nerfed my team, and I think demotivated me there. Excuse me. Demotivated me quite a bit there. Also, this thing runs Hurricane, Pollen Puff, Toxic Spikes, Helping Hand, and Roost. A Hurricane, even a Pollen Puff, is a big threat to Mewtwo here. Also, this guy 1249. That'd be a nice one to get against. I really don't see what we could honestly immediate Terra, kill the Vespiquen, but I don't really see a point in doing that yet. Honestly, what we could do is get a little chip with Mewtwo here. Electivire is kind of an annoying Mon, but I honestly think we'll be fine to just get a little bit of damage in. He might Pollen Puff. No, he's gonna Wild Charge, crit. Thankfully, I do live, and he is gonna Hurricane like I predicted there. That does suck. That crit really hurt. Also, Ivy Cuddle does not pick up the KO still. But truth be told, Dowie's gonna swap. Also, it's Terra Steel. How much do I do to this Electivire? I've really been. Also, my team. Actually, looking at my team now, we have a team of Dondozo, Murkrow, Galarian Moltres. There's actually, looking at it now, bigger threat would probably be this Electivire. We have a lot of flying. We have a Dondozo, which could be good late game with wave crashes and potentially avalanches with AV. We also have a Murkrow that will be really good later on, and a Galarian Moltres that probably will help be the sweeper mon for our team, especially with Nasty Plot. I definitely could see a big use in him later on. I think we're gonna have to kill this. We're not. Oh, did I might have forgot to check. Okay, that was nice. Did I recuddle? And I got a crit, right? Because high crit ratio, I recuddle. So that was a little lucky. I'm not gonna lie. But we're looking good here. I think now we could just bring out Murkrow pretty easily here. Ooh, the Battle of the Crows. Okay, I have Protect. I think what I'm gonna do here. I doubt he's gonna. I don't think a Brave Bird kills. It does. Wow. No shh. Oh, he might actually, because he's faster. This is definitely an interesting one. Maybe I go for my own Tailwind here. He might try to kill my thing. This could honestly be worth tearing. Because even if he does go for a little bit of damage there. Or I could. Or this is a lot of choices here. Actually. No, because the only issue is if he Tailwinds, Murkrow died. So ideally, I Ivy Cuddled and I. Oh wait, no. Because if I Terra Fire here, kill Electivire, protect with Murkrow. Because if he does go for Tailwind, just in case if he does go for Tailwind, that's fine. We're gonna live with Murkrow and we have no threat. Unfortunately, now there is a threat with this Groudon. Groudon, I'm a scary mon, but even though it is currently faster than me, if I set up my own Tailwind, Groudon will not be able to kill me. That's fine, I think. We'll go for Tailwind. Horn Leech will not pick up the KO. He might go for the kill now. Yeah, he's gonna kill me. I definitely need to think about Haze on Murkrow, but that's fine. Honestly, Archludon's really good into his mons right now and the back half of his team. So I think since we are guaranteed faster than, well, honestly, just let me think here. Do I have a KO into the Crow? Into the Crown I do. I do not have it into the Murkrow here. I could double the Murkrow, but I think getting rid of the Crown is the lateral better half of the situation. He's gonna Aqua Jet, that's fine. We're gonna get rid of it with my own Murkrow. He's gonna Brave Bird my Murkrow. We're just Murkrow offing, and his Murkrow was the better one, but we are able to kill with Thunderbolt now. And now it depends on what his lateral half of Pokemon is. It's a him on top and a now Creamy. Ooh, we're gonna go Dondozo here immediately. Definitely an interesting game. Late game here. He also has the chance of faking out. I think I'm going to protect with Moltres, keep it alive. Also, we're going to burn that Tailwind, and we're going to have one turn Tailwind. Terra steals. That's fine. He goes for the fake out. Yep. And that's a decorate on Hitmontop. Thankfully, we are faster now. He has no protect. And we can body press into the Alcremie here. Do I have a KO? Into... Don't. Ooh. I actually need to double the Hitmontop here. Yeah, I'm going to have to double him on top here. And we're going to need to hit a Hurricane. Here we do. We get a Confusion. That's nice. Citrus Berry. Ooh, Citrus Berry Pop might actually make a difference. Hits himself. That's unfortunate for him. That sucks for him. Yeah, and that's the forfeit. Yeah, definitely an unfortunate situation here. I do think I still... What was my speed? 175 to 173. I think I still in the lateral half. If he was able to kill my Moltres here with him on top. If he would have went for that kill, I think I still would have won because Archaludon's is 175 base speed. I would have locked myself in since I am Choice Specs Aura Sphere. And with Aura Sphere, we would have been able to kill him on top. And then Alcremie, I think we could have 1v1 the Alcremie with our 2v1 with Dondozo, especially AV. So if he would have, I mean, he didn't really do anything to Dondozo, so I don't think he would have won in the latter half anyway. But still, that could have went a little south. It could have went a little south, but we did get the dub. We're 1200 now. We're looking good, and we're gonna fight this guy named Sammy Bam. Good old Sammy Bam. But I also hope I'm getting better at doubles just to get fundamentals. A lot of learning about doubles is just like understanding different things now. You're learning something new. I feel like you want to learn something new every game. And every game, I feel like I am learning something. Like, okay, Murkrow is definitely going to be an issue. And like Haze, the last game with Haze, I definitely should have considered that. Speaking of Murkrow, we got 2 Crows now. This is a Murkrow redemption game. But right now I don't see it. Blossom is definitely my win con with Strain Stab, Quiver Dance. So if I can get like in a position with Murkrow, being able to Tailwind if we need to. We also have Cerule Edge, which is really nice. See, the Mudstill probably going to go for my Skeledirge. And this Cincino could protect here. I could see an easy protect here. Let's just scout. He's going to go Torterra. That's fine. We're going to go into Masquerade. So we are going to live a Mudstill, potential Earthquake. You're going to get Whiter Brock, and High Horsepower is going to come. Okay. That's really good for us right there. We also have a chance for the KO into Masquerade, with Masquerade. It's like a low roll. It's like a low chance. Like, also, what can we... Torterra is definitely a scary mon. Torterra runs Shell Smash, and that could be scary for me. But we can him on top. No, he cannot. I think we're gonna play a little safe here, and we'll go for the U-turn into yeah, that's fine. Honestly, that's a good bait of ooh, protect. Okay, but with the Terra Bug, we resist. So honestly, not a bad turn for me. Not a bad turn for me at all. We unfortunately do not have a KO into Mudstill. This Mudstill is definitely an issue later on for my team, especially with the chance of having rest later. I think I'm also getting knockoff. It is resisted. He is going to get stamina, but I don't want to deal with rest later on. And now with the potential with the potential body press, you could also Stone Edge. This is tough. I think we'll go Blossom here. I think Blossom lives one. Oh yeah, we eat it relatively, and I could just Strain Sap the next turn. We are faster. He's gonna go for the Stone Edge. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's like, I don't think risking my 2 fire types in the back or my Murkrow is good. Toxtricity is a mon. Ooh, okay. We have nothing for Toxtricity, really. Mon is definitely an issue for my team in the lateral half. But I think we can work around this potentially. With Sludge Bomb, it will be killing. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a tough situation. I think we could easily protect here. And do we do anything? We don't really do much toxicity. But we can scout out if it's Specs or Scarf, something like that. Plus, like, Mudsdale really just doesn't pose a threat right now. So I think we'll just go for the knockoff into the Toxtricity here. Protect on the Blossom. Let's take a look. And it is Specs. Figures as much. He does go for the Sludge Bomb like I predicted. And that Body Press is going to hurt. But now we are in a good position. We are also kind of running low on time. Big thinking can sometimes be a issue. But yeah, this is a tough situation for sure. Into his team here. Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely a tough matchup for sure. Especially this Mudsdale. Honestly, I know it's like, oh, this Mudsdale's not an issue. But like, it really is to my team. Let's go Crow here, but I feel like, oh, both Mons are really an issue into my team. Honestly. Definitely a tough matchup situation, but we can easily overcome it if we can just kind of play around his team. I think we'll go Skeledirge. I think if anything, he's going to Sludge Bomb into my Dirge. I doubt a move's happening. Yeah, Overdrive. That's going to suck. But as long as he Body Press, like I figured, he is not going to be a worry right now. Now we have some choices to make. Toxtricity is a Mon for sure. We are going to be faster with Ceruledge. We could see him kill my Ceruledge, or what I think he's going to do is try to kill my Skeledirge. The Skeledirge is more of a threat to him than my Ceruledge is right now. He could kill it, but I don't think he will. I think he will probably try to get that damage off on Skeledirge or try to go for the kill, because obviously if you're looking at my team right now, I don't really have much to deal with. Ooh, he's gonna go Basculin. Does he actually go for my kill? Ooh, he does. Ooh, this is tough. Very tough situation for sure now. I'm also running low on time, so I gotta kind of think a little bit more faster now. I think I have to threaten here the Basculin with this, and we might Terra, and I think I'll Terra Fairy here and chip that Mudsdale. I think that's the play, because I really need to keep Urge alive. He's Aqua Jetting. I should live. Should live a high horsepower if I calculate. I do kill the Basculin. Torch Song was gonna get my little bit of damage I want. Stamina's fine. He's gonna Body Press into Masquerada. That's fine with me, honestly. Masquerada is was gonna be nice, but now I think I bring in the Crow. Oh, to bring out the Crow. Additionally, Skeledirge is always gonna eat a hit. We need to deal now with that Toxtricity, and to deal with that, we go for the Shadow Ball here, and we will Tailwind with Murkrow. That's gonna kill the Toxtricity. He's gonna Stone Edge. That's fine. Yeah, while this Mudsdale is setting up, we are looking really good here. Additionally, now that I know he's Rest, he's never gonna click Rest. So we've kind of locked into 3 moves, and now we really need to pick up this KO on the Mudsdale here. And right here with this Encino, I think he's probably just gonna try to kill. Skeledirge here, but he can't kill me. Let's slack off, but there's no point. I need to get rid of the Mudsdale. We're gonna Brave Bird here. He's gonna protect. That's fine. The Mudsdale's dead here to Big Dirge. Big Skeledirge here. This is a tough matchup. My opponent's definitely getting a little bit better, especially trying to overcome a team where my entire team was weak to Toxtricity. Jeez Louise, man, that's a team, man. Okay. Yeah, dude, this guy's team is crazy. I'm not gonna even lie. It's like, dang, this ain't even like Glaze, man. This is crazy. But thankfully for me, as long as we get rid of the Urshifu, Blossom wins in the back once I'm able to does he have a chance to protect? He does. Let's hope he doesn't. I don't think he does. Yeah, we're good. We're gonna go down, that's fine. We're gonna kill there. And now all we do is We're going to click Port Song, and then we will Strange Staff just in case, because we're going to be able to get that HP back. That's exactly what I want here. He's going to protect. And yeah, that is what it is. He's trying to burn Tailwind, which is very fair. I think now we protect here. Well, he knows that protect. Let me think here. It's actually not endgame yet. No. Okay. I think I'd just go for the damage on him. Because if he does, in fact, yeah, he's going to tail slap. That's fine. We're going to Strain Sap here. Strain Sap here again. Actually, no, we quiver now. We quiver to get speed. Wait, no. That's a 2-co. Hold on. Oh, shoot. Go 5. 1.4% chance of a KO. Hang in, Blossom. Ooh. Get our strength up. I think, do I quiver here? I do. This is tough. Quiver. Faster. I think I strength sap to kill. I might be throwing. I think I'm throwing. No, we're not. Okay. I think I Giga Drain now. And we should get out of range. Yep. That's gonna be GG. I almost threw. I definitely think I misplayed a lot there. It was a tough matchup. Don't get me wrong. This was a tough matchup, especially trying to overcome an Urshifu, a Mudsdale, Toxtricity. My team was very weak to these mons, especially a Basculin. He had a lot of threat check mons on my team. I'm really glad I was able to do it, but I almost threw. I definitely think I did have to quiver though. I did have to go for the quiver there. Wow, that was stressful. My heart's rating a little bit. Like a tournament match there. Like a top tournament match here. Trying to overcome that. I definitely made some blunders, but now we can go into this game. Let's get refreshed. You always gotta, even though you've made some mistakes, even though you've played some questionable choices, you have to reset your mind after each game and play it like a new, like completely like you just started another game, which you've done. Like play like the last game happened 20 days ago. I don't know. I'm making up random words, I feel like. But now we have a Torterra here in this game. And there's not really a point in staying in with Torterra. This thing, Glalie has either freeze dry. He's either gonna freeze dry or icy wind for the spread. So honestly, let's go Glacier. We are pretty slow anyways. Yeah, he's gonna Shadow Ball into my Torterra and get the special defense drop. Ooh, that's a little nasty, a little gross. Not meta gross, but gross. We're gonna go for the Heat Wave into the double Mons here. And this Flutter Mane is a Life Orb, so that means it is the offensive Protect. So it does have Protect, which means there's a chance he protects here. I don't think he will, truth be told. Plus, I can get a little bit of damage. I think I might be able to pick up the kill on Glalie. He's going to go Primarina. That's fine. Because we're going to get that damage off on Glalie, which is kind of the big thing. We did get a burn, too. Icy Wind is going to happen. We're going to go back to neutral speed or slightly below neutral speed. But we're looking pretty good here. Primarina is a scary mon in this game. Hyper Voice is a spread move. Hydro Pump. You could be leftovers. You could be specs. Both are scary. Both are incredibly scary here. We're going to go into my Melodic here. Into the Glacier. He is going to pick up the KO on me. Or if he doubles, right? Doubles? Let me think. No, he's not going to pick up a KO on me. I could also see him just like letting it go down. I think he's just going to let the Glalie go down. I don't see him like... He's going to Icy Wind. But we're going to get our competitive boost, which I brought Melodic in. Because now we're competitive. We got a lot of damage. He's going to Hyper Voice like I expected. Which, the other reason why Hyper Voice on Primarina is incredible is not just because it's a spread move that can break through sub and different things like that. But the additional ability of Liquid Voice is an incredible ability for Primarina. So what Liquid Voice does is makes sound moves, base moves become water type. So because of it, that's why my Logic was a great positioning mon in, because I knew that the Primarina here can just go for strong water moves now. It's really good, and it is the leftover set, so that means it's bulky protect. A lot of bulky offensive protect mons against his team. We still don't know a lot of the lateral half of his team here, but we are definitely looking good in the positioning overall. I definitely need to be cautious of Fluttermane and cautious of some other ones. And yeah, this is interesting. This is very interesting here. I definitely have to be very cautious into that. All right, don't know what he's gonna do. I'm gonna turn on timer though, even though I like to think and spend another 20 minutes thinking and talking for the entirety of this thing. I also love to just like, I do need to, you know, we want to see all the games. We want to get to 2000. The grind to the road to 2000. I literally thought of that while I was making the thumbnail for the first one. I was like, what sounds good? And I used a little bit of inspiration off of PokeAMD, who's a prominent singles player in random battles and even OU, and it plays some of the really cool things. I love his videos and Blunder and his thumbnails. And I suddenly noticed, like, I haven't checked his videos in a bit. He's literally doing something in OU, which completely was on accident. And I think he's like the grind to the top 10 in OU or something like that. And he's doing different teams like that. And I just like, you know what? The road to 2000 sounds like a cool thing. I'm grinding up to 2000 elo as a way to mark myself. It might not be number one on the ladder. But getting to 2000 elo puts me, and that puts me at least a top 33 player in the thing, which is pretty good elo overall. Makes you really one of the best. And I definitely feel like I've made a lot of mistakes through this one. Thankfully, I am playing a little bit on the lower ladder, but never underestimate your opponents on Showdown. I've done that before where I've underestimated people and be like, oh, this guy, I got 1,500 elo, and then he like herb stops me. And I'm like, how did I do this? I mean, how did I lose this that badly? And not like, and it, you know, sometimes they're just good people and you have bad luck. I've had times where I went from top 10 on like on a ladder, and then I lose like 10 games in a row and I'm down at like, I'm not even in the top 500 anymore. And it's definitely something I'm like, okay, you know, never underestimate your opponents. I played against Dennis, which I've talked about in the last video, but he's like, there's something you should always think about, and it's never underestimating your opponents. Play every match like a tournament. Like you are playing for the champions. Like you are on the finals in a game 7 of the NBA type thing. I'm exaggerating what he said. He just said play like every game's a tournament match, but like play like a game 7 World Series game. Bottom of the 9th, you're trying to strike out the last playing. You're trying to hit the ball to get your team to win. That's how you got to treat every game. And I'm like, wow, that's like, I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Also, we get the dub. And that's kind of why I need to kind of think and play these lower ladder people, is to be like, you know, these people are still good. They might not be at the top yet, like me, top 500, RDD to the top. We might not be random doubles. I added the D, honestly, the extra D, because I have NDD to the top, which is Natex doubles, and I know there's not random doubles, but we could just say random doubles to the top, honestly, which is kind of funny. But in this game mode, we have a Lucha with 246 speed. White Herb Unburdened is a scary threat, especially against a team, against my mons that do not really do well. We have Regisealed that's weak to fighting. We have a Fallings that is weak to flying. We have a Girder that's weak to flying, and we have a Orthworm that's weak to fighting. We have 2 mons back here, which is really nice for me, especially this Blastoise. Shell Smash Blastoise is can be good as long as if I'm able to position my mons right. But here we are into this situation though. Immediate start of a game in a terrible situation. So his close combat will be doing 54 to 60, which is not good, honestly. Thankfully for me, we have the move Shed Tail, which means I'm able to swap out with a sub, pretty much becoming Baton Pass sub. Really good Gen 9 move. I'm glad they gave it to Orthworm. They gave it to my boy Sceptile. That's my favorite Pokemon. I need to somehow, I don't know, I wish I can figure out how to incorporate it onto a team. Additionally, the Hawlucha could do different things, and you can always never underestimate a Snorlax here. Thankfully, we are faster, so if he does go for the Orthworm damage there, we will be able to pop our Citrus Berry. We should get out of range for Shout to pop, which needs 50% of your HP. We go for the Ice Punch, not Icy Wind, Ice Punch into the Hawlucha. I don't really see any issue with Snorlax. That's why I did swap it out. And he is going to Sword Stamp. That is, that's concerning, for sure. We're also going to be able to now bring in our Blastoise, which is like really good. At first, I was kind of unsure to bring Blastoise in, but after seeing now that a Glamora's out, Blastoise is now a killer thing to start going for the damage. I think he's going to probably threaten the KO on Conkeldurr, especially he probably wants to keep Lucha to do something. I think I'll go into Orthworm here. I think he could unburden and proc. He's going to go for the Protect. That's fine. And we are going to lose our sub, but we are going to be now faster than both his mons since his unburden didn't proc. That's why I did not want to damage the Hawlucha again. Because, you know, actually, no, it's not citrus. I don't know why I was thinking like it was citrus. I think of like singles all the time. I've been playing like on my NDD account Blitz because it's kind of just like you can play multiple games, and that's why I like it. I think we're just going to Shed Tail again with Orthworm, and we are going to miss the Lamora there, and that's going to get a Meteor Beam, big damage on my Blastoise. But Orthworm, the goat he is going to Shed Tail out, and I think it's time to bring out our second sweeping mon, Fallings, out. Fallings is a very good mon if you can position it right, just like the Blastoise with Shell Smash. With Orthworm having the move No Retreat, it's pretty much if you use Agent Power and you know if you don't know, you get an Omni Boost, which is pretty much what Orthworm's move is, No Retreat, which means I get +1 attack, defense, speed, special defense, and special attack to make this thing really good. However, the cost is I cannot swap, which could be, you know, a little rough there. This thing is always inner focus, which is really good because, yeah, that's going to be tough to break. He's, especially with Trick Room, he's probably going to, if I know him, what he's going to do is he's going to protect Lamora right here. We're going to get that damage with Muddy Water. And if he doesn't protect Lamora's dead. So it's fine. But we only do about a 3 chance, 30 to 35. What is our best move? Normally, I would say No Retreat. But, actually, hold on. If we tear Water, it's a 3 Okay. So what we could do instead is do a little thing called RNG and go for Iron Head into the Oranguru. And this hopefully will help us potentially stop a Trick Room from coming. Pop the Citrus. Do we get the stop? No, he's going to Hyper Voice. And the double miss is insane. That's rough. I feel bad for my opponent there. Muddy Water, chance of dropping accuracy made Hyper Voice, who's normally 100% accurate move, into missing. That's very unfortunate. Though I am surprised because I thought he was going to go for the damage there. I thought he was going to go for the thing right there. With Muddy Water, we go into 31 to 35, so we will need to close combat. I doubt he's going to Terra Fairy. I miss. I double miss. Maybe I should have. I might Trick Room now. Nope, he's going to Hyper Voice. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Actually, really huge that he didn't. Because Trick Room Oranguru, especially with the Snorlax, especially my team that's really, really fast, could have been an issue. But now we honestly just we're looking really good here. We are in a really prominent position with Blastoise and Fallings. And yes, I didn't set up No Retreat, but there's just been not an easy reason why. And additionally, I'm a little worried we are going to miss Muddy Water. A little concerning. But I have to trust my Blastoise guts and we are going to kill a Rancor. We do miss on the Snorlax. That's very unfortunate. But thanks to our Phalanx being absolutely buff and Lightning giving us that little bit extra damage, we are able to kill the Snorlax here. And now he has a big old Mamoswine and with Ice Shard. Ooh. Ice Shard is only an 18%. So I could just honestly go for Muddy Water again. He could be Terra Ice, which, you know, that would suck. I doubt it. Probably is, but we could never know. And I think I'll just close combat into the, yeah, there's the Terra Water. I will live like I expected. And he did not protect that Glamora, which is crazy. And now his mons are dead again. And look at this. Our Blastoise lived on 1 HP, which is really nice. I do knew that Ice Shard was going to be, it was very low off. So you never doubt. You never know. You're like, oh, I have like a 10% chance of dying. Like, that's not going to happen. And then he crits. It's happened a lot of times. Or double protects or something like that where you're like, I can kill this, but if it kills me, this is going to suck. And unfortunately, this guy has disconnected. I think he is probably like, I'm not winning this, which is huge for us. We might get up to, we could go for the 1300 push today. Especially this guy was 1340. That's in a very, very unfortunate loss for him. Yes, that miss did hurt him, though. It was unfortunate for him. I think what's that Snorlax? He never terrored, did he? No, he didn't. No, he terrored his Mamoswine after, but honestly, I'm very surprised with no terror, and that's going to be a forfeit there. We're 1276. Let's make another push for this 1300 game. Yeah, this one's going to be a little longer, but I know as the series goes along, we're going to have a lot Duality Yuri. We're going to have a lot more. We're going to be doing like less and less matches, it feels like, because we're going to start fighting harder and harder opponents that are going to involve more and more thinking, longer games. I already kind of have a feeling this like next one could be like super fast. Also, dealing with this Raikou here and a Golem, let's just hard clock. We're gonna Icy Wind here with yeah, there's the Thunderbolt, which I expected. We're gonna Icy Wind, get a little bit of speed control on our side. He's gonna go for the Rock Slide. That's fine. That's why Clodsire came in. The Goat, really good offensively here, and he's gonna have to either protect with both Mons, or he is going to try to kill it, but I doubt it will. I'm gonna kill that Golem, and he's gonna go Latias. That was a good play by him. I definitely should have dealt with that Raikou, but at the same time, low risk, low reward type thing here. I don't think I'm really that concerned yet. And right here, we actually live with Clodsire. Clodsire is just that guy. He's just here to blam. He's just here to damage. I think we'll actually recover here, because yeah, we could just recover here, honestly. He doesn't have anything to threaten him. Clodsire can honestly just get rid of this Raikou. He might protect. He's not going to. I'm gonna live a Luster Purge, and we're gonna get rid of that Raikou. And now I will need to, more than likely, looking at ahead now. Yeah, we're probably gonna swap our Clodsire out next turn into probably Mandibuzz, especially now that his Electric type is currently off the field. Lucario though is a Mon. Close combat kills. We could honestly Terra. I see really good things with P2 continuing his stuff, and that's why I think Mandibuzz now is a good swap in. We're gonna Terra Ghost. He's gonna close combat like I expected, and we're gonna Icy Wind, get a little bit more speed control on our side, and he is going to forfeit, and that gets us, look at that, on the dot, 1300. What a game. Yeah, that was good. We go up to 1300s, and I think that's the perfect way to end it. We live on exactly 1300s, and we are only 700 elo away, which, yeah, that's a far way to go. We have a lot of battles left to do. So far undefeated. We are currently, let's take a look at our stats right here at the end. 11-0. A GXE of 75.8%. I think that will go up as we go more and more ahead. But thank you all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We only played 6 battles. We played one more than the last one. But thank you all so much. I seriously appreciate it. I'm gonna head on out. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.